Hello, welcome to my videos. In this time, I'm going to talk about the MLB 23 weeks. Yesterday, finished the 22 weeks of games, the week of games in the MLB, and today we'll start the 23rd week, where will be an easy week, an easy day because you will be play 6 games in the MLB. So in this time, like the other videos, I'm going to talk about how are the MLB standings are in both leagues, American League and National League, and how all the wildcard race in both leagues. So first, let's talk about the American League. The first one, the East Division. How you know, after more than 6 weeks, the Baltimore Orioles are the best team in here in the East Division in the American League, and the second best team in the MLB. They have record 88-51, and they have a 3.5 game advantage against the Tampa Bay Rays. So between Baltimore and Tampa Bay will be the team that will win the American League is championship this season, and the Toronto are the third team in are the team wildcard team, the last wildcard team in the American League with record 77-63, and Boston and Yankees are fighting to enter to playoff, but it looks like very complicated. The Yankees had a very good week because in the last 2 weeks the Yankees have a losing record, but in this moment, yesterday they won and have a positive record, about 500, record 70-69, but it's impossible that they qualify to the playoffs. In the American Central Division, the Minnesota Twins are the leader of this division. They have a 6 game advantage against the second place. They are the Cleveland Guardians. It looks like the Minnesota Twins are creating that gap that will be enough to win this division, because remember that just we have 3 weeks of games. So this day, so it maybe can be impossible to the Cleveland to qualify to the playoffs, because it's impossible they qualify as a wild card team. And Detroit, Chicago White Sox, and Kansas City are eliminated. And the American League West Division, remember that 2 weeks ago and the last week was very close this division, because remember that the three teams were tied in the first place. But this week, the last week, the Houston Astros had a very tremendous series when the last 3 games, the Astros sweep the series against the Texas Ranger, and they took the lead of this division. They have record 80-61, and they have an advantage for 1 game against the Seattle, and 3 games against the Texas Ranger. The Houston Astros in this moment are qualifying direct to the playoffs, and the Seattle and Texas are the second and third team in the wild card position. And sorry, no, Texas in this moment is out of the playoffs. Los Angeles Angels and Oakland are out of the playoffs. But we need to be very close, because there is just 3 weeks of games, and anything can happen between these 3 teams. And in the National League, let's talk about first one in the East Division. The Atlanta Braves are the best team in this division, in this league, and in the MLB we recorded 1948. Is maybe, I don't know if this week or the last week they are gonna to win this division, because they have 30.5 games advantage for the second place. They are the Philadelphia Phillies. In this moment, the Phillies are the let me are the best wild card team in the National League, and Miami is fighting to enter to the playoffs as a wild card team, and the Mets and the Washington are eliminated. In the National Central Division, the Milwaukee Brewers are leading this division. They have recorded 75-62. They just have a 1.5 games advantage for the second place, that in this moment is the Chicago Cubs. In this moment, the Chicago Cubs are the second best team in the MLB, and the Cincinnati Reds are the third best team in the MLB. So the Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati in this moment are qualified as a wild card teams. But in this like like the American League West Division, anything of these three teams can qualify, because in this moment these three teams, the Milwaukee, Chicago Cubs, and Cincinnati, are qualified to the playoffs, and any of these teams can win this, can qualify as a championship of this, or as a champion of this division, or as a wildcard team. And the Pittsburgh and St. Louis are eliminated. In the National League West Division, the Los Angeles Dodgers are the second, they have record 84, 54. They are the second best team in the, no, the third best team in the league, and the second best team here in the National League. They have record 84, 54. They have 30 game advantage for the second place, that in this moment are the Arizona. And it looks like the Los Angeles Dodgers are going to win this division maybe the next week or in 2 weeks. And Arizona and San Francisco have been played no very good baseball in the last 2 weeks, because in this moment they are out of the playoffs, but they are still in the race to enter. And San Diego and Colorado are eliminating from the playoffs. And let's talk about the wildcard race. First, the American leaders in each division in the East. In the East, the Baltimore, the best team, we record 88-51. In the West, the Houston is the second best team, we record 80-61. And the tier in the Central, the Minnesota, the record 63-67. And the wildcard teams in the American League, the best one is the Tampa Bay Rays. We record 85-55. They are going to qualify direct, and the fight will be between the second tier. Four team that the Seattle in this moment are the second team, the second best team. We record 78-61. The Toronto will record 77-63. They are in this moment in the wild card, and Texas is outside in the fourth place. We record 76-63, 0.5 games from the Toronto. Boston and New York Yankees are 5-6.5 games behind, respectively, from Toronto, but it looks like very complicated. So the fight will be between the Seattle, Toronto, and Texas to enter to the wildcard team, and the rest of the team are eliminated. And in the National League division leaders, the best in this moment and the best in the league are the Atlanta Braves in the East with record 90-48. The second best team in the National League are the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are leading the West Division, record 84-54. And the Milwaukee Brewers are leading the Central Division with record 77-62. And in the National League wildcard division race, the Philadelphia Phillies are leading. Are the best wildcard team with record 77-62. The second best team are the Chicago Cubs with record 76-64. And in the third place are the Miami with record 72-67. But this is very interesting because between Miami, Arizona, Cincinnati, and San Francisco, there are just 2.5 games difference. For example, Miami against the Arizona and Cincinnati just are different in 0.5 games between both teams, and San Francisco 2.5 games. So it looks like the Philadelphia and Chicago Cubs are going to qualify as a wildcard team, and just will be one spot, one position open. That will be what will be fight between. We will be between Miami, Arizona, Cincinnati, and San Francisco, and the rest of the team are eliminated. So here's what my opinion. How are the MLB standings after 22 weeks of games? See you next video, Gibran.